What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you, I am Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel. That's this channel right here. Blunt Money Bets. Like the videos. Please, even if you're watching this later on, like the videos, share the videos, comment on the videos, sub to the channel, turn your notification bells on so you know when I'm popping up live. My apologies, but it is technically a football show, so I could be a little late. But my apologies on being late. I planned on being here right at 10:50, but one of my closest friends called me, who I haven't really spoke to in a minute. So we chopped it up. He just flipped the house. Caught a super crazy flip. So we was just chopping up about that. So yeah. But aside from that, man, everything is good. We're gonna have a nice gonna have a good day. Hello, Crystal. It's good to see you. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap up. Not wrap up. We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna recap yesterday. It's gonna be a quick recap because college starting soon. I want to make sure we get all these picks in, even though I'm not sure any of these are at noon, maybe one. Actually, I don't think any of them at noon, maybe K-State. But first of all the college places down there on the ticker. I actually threw them on the ticker for once. Getting back on it. So the college plays are there. But just to recap yesterday, straights were awful. I had to be 1-6, 1-7. My apologies, guys, on the straights. Oh my God. Let me see what went awful. K got in foul trouble. LaMelo started chasing his triple double. So he stopped shooting threes because he had 6 and 6 at halftime. He finished with 9 and 9. Both my Russ and Zubac. Zubac got played off the floor, which doesn't generally happen against the Jazz, even though they had the same roster. So I was surprised he didn't play 19 minutes. Russ didn't almost have a double-double, but he had 9 rebounds, didn't even have his assists. So just overall, some not good reads, but some bets that I'll take again. Luckily, Blunt Money Bets came through. Ben Simmons double-double. That was probably the highlight of what I gave out on the channel, but I gave out quickly to get 5 rebounds on the timeline. I gave out I got 100% boost from DraftKings, thank goodness. Gave that out on the timeline. That hit. And one of the round robins I gave on the channel hit as well, with Duran getting the 2 blocks and Ben Simmons getting the 8 assists, but Zubac messed that up. So we was really close. We was really, really close. Jaren Jackson Jr., oh my God, this guy, man. Of course he gets 9 rebounds. Of course, like, just pure clownery. But it's okay, man. This is what we do. We are back. A lot of people only come for the Blunt Money Bets, but we always going to be good with both. So Blunt Money Bets are doing amazing back-to-back days, but yesterday was trash with the straights. So we'll get it back today, all right? So college football. Let's get into it. And I will give a little quick analysis of it. I got a few Blunt Money Bets. I got 5 straights. And unfortunately, I don't got the crazy Blunt Money Bets like normal because I don't have my FanDuel account. So I can't do the, 4 touchdowns each half, 1 rushing touchdown every quarter, like the shit that we've been smacking. I can't even do it because I don't have my FanDuel account. Last week, I bet on my boy account, because he don't even mess with college football. I bet on his account, and I ain't had a chance to link with him yet. So I don't really want to bug him over over no bet and shit. So, yeah, that's why I don't got nothing on FanDuel. But let me get through these straights, and we get into the Blunt Money Bets, and that'll be it. First off, Caesars. Check your Caesar account because Caesars, they got a deposit bonus, and they got a 50% boost in college football and NFL. It's boost season. I'm trying to take advantage of all the boosts, especially again because I don't have my FanDuel. And they giving away boosts every day, and I can't use those. So check out Caesar to see if you got a boost. First, Purdue +3. That shit probably at I gave it out last night at +3 -134. It was 2.5. I just wanted to hold 3. The 2.5 is -110. Shit, Purdue might be favored now, and it's simple. Nebraska is as hurt as any team is in the country. I believe they lost their start. Don't give me the line. I just know off the top they lost 60%, 65% of their starting offense. They got receivers down, 2 running backs down, 3 offensive linemen down. Like all starters. I think they lost a quarterback too. Don't give me the line. And Purdue is 2-5, but they better than that 2-5. They've had a really tough schedule. So it is what it is. Purdue, better team than The schedule actually says. So I will take them to win on the road. I think they're gonna straight out win. So even if it's -1 or +1, take Purdue. But I just got the +3 and put some juice on it, just to feel good about it. All right. Yeah. Next, K State. I wanted to bet K State last week. I told you I was this close to betting K State. Didn't. They won by 50. We betting K State this week. Don't bet the 17.5. I took the 17. It's juice. It's down there. Oh no, I didn't put the juice down there. It's probably, I would say it's like 120. Just a 17 shop around. You might be able to get a 17 at a -110. But yeah, K State -17. I think they just go crazy today. They got a big game coming up next week, but they could be low key the second best team in the Big 12 after Texas. Just low key, just low key. So we'll see what it is, man. Give me K State -17. Next, this goes without saying. UCLA, Colorado over 61. I just hope Shador. I just hope Shador can stay on his feet, man. I was listening to this podcast I listen to every week, and I love when my bets align with theirs. I'm like, oh yeah, I should put 2 units on it, but I don't. But it's about big bets on campus, and they were saying basically how UCLA day ends are like two of the best defensive ends in the country. We already know Colorado can't block shit. Shador already be running for his life as it is all the time. So hopefully they can put some points up on the board because I'm pretty sure UCLA is going to be able to score against this Colorado defense. Even though UCLA, I don't know who the quarterback going to be because they true freshman who's supposed to be a monster. He's been hurt, and I think he is going to end up being a monster, but he's been trash. We took UCLA a couple times this year. He fucked it up by himself, throwing pick sixes and shit, games that they should have won or covered as underdogs. So he's trash. Well, not he's nice, but he's been trash this year. So with that being said, I just think it's going to be a shootout. Both these teams should easily score 30 shit. The team total for UCLA is 38.5. So that lets you know Vegas think they scoring 40, 41 is what Vegas think they scoring. So I think Colorado can score a few touchdowns and get it going. All right. So UCLA, Colorado over 61. That's widely available. I got it at -122, but shit, this on season's at -110. And my last two picks are pretty correlated. Wisconsin and the under. Last week we was on Penn State first half under, and I played the full game under as well. That was just a personal play. But I played the first half under because it went exactly with I wanted to play both. And I did, but I gave out the first half under because it went with what a popular podcaster was saying. I forget where I heard it, but I was like, oh shit, okay. Me and him aligned. I'll just give out the first half. So this one, it's going to be the same game, I think. And Wisconsin might be almost as good as Penn State. Not as good, but almost as good. Wisconsin's been playing well. Ohio State have not shown the ability to blow nobody out besides, I think they got one blowout maybe this year. One blowout. But what we saw last week, I think, is what we see this week. What we saw with Penn State, where it's like a slow plotting game, and then they pull away at the end, and then Penn State come and get a little backdoor, like all this other shit. That's what I think happens with Wisconsin. And Wisconsin is at home. That's the thing. Like Wisconsin with that jump around shit, just for what it's worth, like we haven't had the madness for college football yet. The reason why I love betting on college sports is y'all see, I've said this in other sports. Sometimes you just want to bet fucking madness. You don't know what to bet on. You're not sure how the game is going to be. Just bet madness. And I especially love betting madness in football because football is tough as it is to cap. Anything can happen, especially the NFL. You know, you just bet on madness. And then this week in college football, we might see madness. I won't be surprised if fucking Georgia lose to Florida. Florida's trash. I don't want no parts of that game. But I'm about to give y'all a crazy plus 12,000 round robin in college where I won't be surprised if Georgia, USC, and Ohio State all lose this week. It's always a week like that every year in college football where just madness happens, complete craziness happens, and you're like, God damn, 3 of the top 5 teams lost this week. UCLA on the road, they don't got nothing. I mean, USC, I'm sorry, I'm about to say UCLA. USC on the road, they ain't got nothing to play for. People are saying Caleb Williams might quit the season because he's going to the league next year. They already done lost 2 or 3 straight games. What are they even playing for? And they going to Cal, who, you know, Cal usually is a really good underdog team like Pitt, but they ain't been that good this year. But hey, this gonna be Cal, could be Cal Super Bowl. So USC, they can lose. Shit, I don't know. I think Georgia on the road. I believe Georgia on the road. Any of these teams on the road can fucking lose. Trust me, this is college sports. Any of them, and they all rivalry games. Wisconsin, Ohio State, that's a rivalry for some fucking trophy. It ain't, classic Minnesota, Wisconsin, Purdue, Illinois type shit or whatever these fucking rivalries be. But it's some rivalry. If it's in the Big Ten, it's a fucking rivalry. And Wisconsin got the crazy jump around home field advantage. I think it's going to be lit in Camp Randall. So we're going to see what it is. Give me Wisconsin plus 14.5. That's only minus 105. Love that. I think it's going to be 10 or less, or Wisconsin might just win the fucking game. And give me the under. It's going to be just I think it's going to be the same game we saw last week with Penn State. That's how Ohio State wins. That's how they win. They don't got no offense. And the dude, Colin from Big Bets on campus, he says it's so great. They don't got no fucking, he call it like explosive plays and shit. Ohio State don't have no explosive plays. What they do is they give it to Maserati, Marvin Harrison Jr. Shout out to Gus Johnson. But yeah, all they do is give it to fucking Maserati and hope that he gonna go up the field and turn a 20 or 30-yard pass into an 80-yard completion for a touchdown. That's all they do. They don't really got no strong running game like that. So in Wisconsin the same way. So go ahead, give me what's correlated to under 46.5 and Wisconsin plus 14.5. So to wrap this up before I get into blunt money bets, give me Purdue. Excuse me, got caught mouth. Give me Purdue plus 3. All right. Give me Kansas State minus 17. Give me Wisconsin plus 14.5 and the under 46.5. And give me the UCLA game and UCLA Colorado game to go over 61. I probably will have something on the timeline. Some live plays. We've been doing very well in college with live plays. So I might have some live plays. Also got a couple boosts. Like I got an Arizona boost. I think they're gonna win tonight as a dog at home plus 3. Got an Arizona boost, and I might have like another college boost that just popped. Got NBA boost, stepped up SGP boost. Hopefully they give me another 100% boost. DraftKings, they be with the shits. They're like, oh, you licked this yesterday? All right, come on, come do it again, because they want their money back in blood. So hopefully they give me another 100% boost like y'all FanDuel. People be getting 100% boost every day. I just want to be like y'all. I just want to get my 100% boost, So we're gonna see what DraftKings do there. All right. But those are my straights. So let me get into these blunt money bets. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. How many boosts I got? Damn, I got a lot of boosts. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. I just had to check. I'm like, I ain't had that many boosts. All right, y'all. These are all on the money line. This is a DraftKings boost. Give me San Jose State. They're going against Hawaii. Give me Boise State. They're going against Wyoming. Give me Tulane. They're going against Rice. And give me Fresno State on the money line. All these are like, I think they're all going to cover. They all could cover. And they're all like spreads from between, besides Boise State, they're like 4, 4.5, but the rest of these are like 8 to 12 point spreads. So again, give me San Jose State, Boise State, Tulane, and Fresno State as a money line parlay, boosted to a plus 300. All right. Love those guys in those spots. Next, I told y'all about this, just round robin parlay, 2s and 3s. It's a plus 13,000 pretty much, but Florida, Wisconsin, and Cal. I won't be surprised if all 3 of them win. I think all 3 of them at home, prime spots. And they're all double-digit dogs, so please don't expect any of them to win, but I will not be surprised. Just madness if it happens, all right? 2 more college football boosts. This is also on DraftKings. Arizona plus 3. Purdue plus 3, Wisconsin plus 17, boosted. That's a plus 569. And one more, last but not least, on Caesars. And I got a little NBA too for the vibes, of course. Last but not least, on Caesars, the Ohio State game under 46.5. UNC or North Carolina money line, Kansas State minus 9.5. UCLA minus 5.5, and Tulane money line. That's a plus 600. I will run all of those back really quick. So on Caesars, the way I use my 50% boost, It's a 600 with the boost, a 417 without the boost. You know what I'm saying? Probably like a 630 with the boost. Who knows? But yeah, the Ohio State game under 46.5 is one of my favorite bets of the week. UNC money line, Tulane money line, Kansas State -9.5, basically a teaser, even though you're not supposed to tease college football. For a boost, we'll tease it. And UCLA -5.5, same thing. UCLA should really cover that spread. But we'll see. -5.5. Next, Arizona +3, Purdue +3, Wisconsin +17. That's +569 with the boost. A round robin, 2s and 3s, just betting on madness. Florida, Wisconsin, and Cal, round robins, 2s and 3s. And a money line parlay safe. Parlay that don't always work out being safe, but I think it's pretty safe. San Jose State, Boise State, Fresno State, and Tulane. Call it the state parlay. You know what I'm saying? All right. And that is it for college football. That wasn't bad, for the timestamp crowd. I don't know. I don't got a pen in here, which is a little crazy. Oh, about to say I gotta have a pen in here. What's the vibes, y'all? I see the comments. I'm about to get into a little NBA. And I'm gonna have more NBA too, but I already abused some spots I wanted to abuse. So let's get into it. Crystal Bowen, I always appreciate you coming through, man. I always appreciate it. Frank, thank you. Appreciate the hard work every day, but I appreciate you guys coming through, man. I'm here to get us some cash. You know the vibes. What up? What up? Tennessee money line. Tricky. I don't got no feelings on that. Tennessee, you would put it this way. I know one thing. I like Tennessee first half more than anything because the way they no-showed, and I'm happy they did because that cashed us out again. Another plus, what was that, a plus 1,900? I think it was a plus 1,900 we cashed out again with Alabama. But Alabama, like, I might have to give them their flowers. Alabama might be the first football kings of the channel because we done cashed out plus 2,000s with Alabama. I feel like it been 3. I know we got one week 1. We got one last week, and I feel like it was another one in between. Maybe the Ole Miss game. I don't know, but Alabama, can you do something for us one more time when I get my FanDuel account back? So with that being said, Tennessee, there was a no-show that second half. Oh, my God. So if anything, I get with you with Tennessee on that first half. I don't know about the full game because Kentucky at home. My boy, Aaron Wojnarowski, Shams Campbell in this thing. What's the vibes, my boy, man? Just chilling. Happy Blunt Money Bets held it down yesterday. I apologize for the straits if y'all tell. We was ass yesterday. OK State money line. Okay. Who they playing? Cincinnati? Who Oklahoma State playing? I feel like they -7 or are they +7 this week. I seen the game. I don't really mess with them. But Oregon money. All right, be careful now, Jay Smith. You got a lot of. I'm seeing something that might be a little tricky here. So they playing Cincy. Okay, yeah, Cincy's been fucking terrible. So I can't talk you off of Oklahoma State. I thought they was playing Cincy. Cincy's fucking trash. But just be careful. Just remember, on the road it's tough. So Oregon, I'm with you. By the way, I like Oregon. All the smart people, they like Utah. Oh, Utah at home. Oh, Utah. I'm like, what the fuck? Oregon way better than USC. And USC could have won that game last week against Utah. Even though Utah came out smacking them, USC came all the way back. Oregon got a better offense and a better defense. I'm not saying they're going to come in there and smack the shit out of Utah, but I don't understand why everybody thinking Utah going to win today. Utah, hey, they're going to have to show me. I was this close to betting Oregon just because everybody else like fucking Utah. Every smart guy I know, all these podcasts and shit I be listening to, Joe Clatt, like they all like Utah to cover the spread. Man, please, Oregon about to beat the shit out of them. Watch what happens. But with that being said, just be careful, my boy. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful with the road favorites, especially 7 or less. Vegas telling you something. Crystal, we're here with the vibes. RJ Barrett, PRA 26.5. Ooh, who the Knicks playing? New Orleans. Okay, RJ. Wow, Crystal giving out RJ looks. Oh shit. Oregon money line. Okay, yeah, we talk about that. I'm taking Oregon money line too. Okay, yeah, y'all just be careful. I like Oregon too. Just be careful. And if this Oregon money line, y'all got to pair that with something. Maybe Philly. In the NBA, I like Philly to win the day. Philly. First of all, it's a revenge game, and it's just be a little careful. But I'm pretty sure Philly is going against Toronto. It's a revenge game for Nick Nurse. He knows all these players in and out. He knows how to game plan against those players. Now, the players, I guess they didn't like him toward the end of the stay. So yeah, maybe the players will get up for this game. But at the end of the day, Philly, I don't think they want to start on 2. And Toronto just played last night. So if you want to take Philly money line or in Oregon money line, if you just if you want to find a way, but it's college football, so you can definitely find something else on college football to put with that Oregon money line just to get it to minus 120, minus 110, something like that. Jalen Brunson 2.5 over 2.5 threes. Jonas 6 points. Kyle PRA 14. Kyle who? Kyle. Crystal, who you talking about, Kyle? Kyle. I know Jalen. It's gonna probably come to my head. I know I'm with the Jalen Brunson. You know what? I like that Jalen Brunson after he had 9 last night. Shit, you want to play him back to back. So I love that 3 look. Jonas 6 points on Kayla. I don't know what you mean by Jonas though. I know Jonas points pop got to be over 6. Mamu Best, appreciate you popping in. Hit the like button, everybody. Let's show positive energy. Please do. I appreciate it. Please do. Please do. What up, Dreamcast? Plus 575 blunt I gave out last night. Fox 2 still. Oh, yeah, did cash. Colin, my fault. Damn, I didn't play it. I did play a lot that y'all came with the prize picks and all that. Damn, that was a good blunt money bet. I did not tell that. What you got today, Colin? No, I'm just fucking with you. But good shit, my boy. I love to see it, man. Good cash. Jay like Philly, like the Cavs today. I got a party where I'm basically fading every team that played yesterday too. A 6-team party that's fading everybody who played yesterday. One of these teams might have played yesterday. Did any of these teams play yesterday? Nah. Yeah. Suns too. Utah played last night and they played kind of hard. Yeah. Only thing that I would worry about with the Suns is I would say be careful with the Suns because I don't think Book or Bill is gonna play. Oh, Cools. Okay. Cools. Got you. First half points on Jonas. Oh, okay. I see you, Crystal. I see what you're cooking. I got you. I see you cooking. All right. We'll get to some NBA. Appreciate y'all with the comments. If y'all got some more comments, I'll write this down for the timestamp. If y'all got some more comments, y'all go ahead and throw them things in. We'll get to them. I'll have some prize picks. Prize picks was hell last night. I should have swept all them prize picks I gave out, just to be honest. It was awful. First of all, I fucking gave out the over for Michael Porter Jr. when I meant to put fucking under. Didn't notice it until I was looking at the game and I looked at the ticket. I said, oh my God. Because I normally play overs and prize picks. So I put the under. I said, fuck. And then, like I said, my boy LaMelo, I loved his over 9. And he had 5 at halftime. And like I said, my boy just started triple-double hunting. So it is what it is. All right. NBA. Okay. NBA. Yeah, Crystal, she on her shit. All right. So I got 3 straight so far in the NBA. And we got a few blunt money bets. And these are just spots that I love that I just had to take. All right. So Mitchell Robinson over 7.5 rebounds, put it on the timeline last night. Shout out to Flo, who came on the show last night or yesterday and gave out all the way up to 12, the ladder with Mitchell Robinson. So shout out to my boy. That's big time. And I seen it and I had to hit him. I don't know if he has seen it or not. So I hit his DM as soon as I seen the line. I'm like, yo, this a go for tomorrow. He couldn't believe it was 7.5 again. He said it's a go. So I locked it in and locked the ladder in, and we both put it on the timeline. Mitchell Robinson over 7.5 rebounds. He's got first of all, he's from that area. That's what Flo told me. And I don't know if Flo might make this his play of the day, so I don't want to go off too much. But Mitchell Robinson does well against him. I just played it because I'm like, oh hell no, that's just too low. That's just for Mitchell. That's just too low. So over 7.5 rebounds for Big Mitchell Robinson. Pause. I said that yesterday, Big Mitch, and he covered the line. So I had to pause myself, and I'll say it again if he's gonna cover the line again. Big Mitch over 7.5 rebounds minus 135. Obviously, we'll play it at plus money plus money minus 105 at 8.5. Okay. Next, CJ McCollum over 4.5 assists minus 105. I wanted to give this out the first game. It seemed a little suspect to me. He finished with 6. I like it. I like it again. I think his numbers should be 5.5, but we'll see. I think now I was wrong. His ass was jacking. His ass was shooting a lot of threes. I also like CJ. Actually that's probably gonna be a little late. CJ threes and CJ and I might match day threes. CJ and my boy Brunson that Crystal was talking about. And I even like Quentin Grimes threes too, but I like CJ threes in this game as well. But I'm just gonna stay with this over 4.5 assists. Again, just the way I capped it the first game, I didn't give it out when it hit. I just see CJ McCollum taking more of a facilitating role on. You got Zion back, you got Ingram still ready to do his thing. Now Ingram's still gonna pass the ball, get rebounds and shit too. But CJ basically playing point, so he gonna be running that pick and roll with Zion, be running that pick and roll with Ingram, and if they roll or if they pop, he gonna be able to hit him for some assists. So I'll take CJ over 4.5 assists with the low juice. And the spot that I was watching yesterday, and I said, I wonder what his assist prop was. Okay, Usar, one of my favorite players, and I was talking about them all summer, the Twins, and I couldn't wait to bet them this year, and they doing good. Detroit is just doing this good. Detroit, I told y'all, one of my favorite teams to bet on. Go ahead, give me Usar over 2.5 assists. Usar Thompson, the rookie, and this is highly juiced, minus 140, but he's covered it both lines. I mean, he's covered this line both games. He's the type of player that does it all. So I won't be surprised if he has 5, or 8 assists one of these games. He's a do-it-all player. Kind of like a more athletic Draymond Green almost with the defense, but he's younger, he dribbles and passes and shit like that. So I love this number over 2.5 assists for Usar. Now it is his first back-to-back. But, these are AAU babies, all right? These boys is used to playing goddamn 13 games a day, for 2 weeks at a time. I think he'll be okay with his first back-to-back. 19-year-old, 18-year-old Usar. They're going against a Chicago team that don't really want to play. I mean, did they even win yesterday? I think they won, but goddamn, they tried to lose. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game, and a game where Usar is going to be able to get out and get some buckets, and he'll be able to get some steals and able to get some passes and some blocks, and hopefully he has a great game. But give me Uso over 2.5 assists. Like I said, he's been over this number both games. And if you watch the games like I do, I love watching Detroit. That's my team in the East now. I'm just gonna call it. That's my Eastern Conference team. I'm a Laker fan. I'll go ahead and say that's my Eastern Conference team. He run pick and roll like Cade Cunningham. If you watch, I'm like, oh shit. Now he will turn that bitch over. I hope his turnovers pop on Prize Pick. That boy will turn it over. Yeah, rookie. He's trying to get to his shit. Wemby, that other ticket should have hit too. LaMelo, baby. Called that shit. I called it. But anyway, he will turn it over. But my boy, pick and roll, he's gonna get the ball in a fast break, pass it. So yeah, Usar over 2.5 assists, and we'll get to some assists later, some other assists later, because there's somebody else who I found another system play, guys. Now, luckily, Giannis assists, the system play for Giannis, 2 blocks in the money line, hit the first time we ever played it. Maybe this other system play hit the first time we played it. That would be great. All right. So those are the straights. I got blunt money bets today. I'm gonna try to keep it under 10, but it's gonna be tough. Maybe it won't, because I don't really like that many spots in the other games, but we'll see. I did want to get some PJ Tucker. I wanted to do the PJ Tucker and Grayson Allen plus 2,200 that we hit a couple days ago. I wanted to run that back, but they're not offering PJ Tucker. Actually, they are. They're not offering Grayson yet. So if they was gonna offer Grayson and PJ, I would have seen what that was. If it was, 1,200 or more, I'll run it back. It ain't gonna be 2,200 again. Or it might be. But if it's 1,200 or more, we're gonna run back that Grayson 5 or in PJ 6. Okay, that's for sure. But yeah. Blunt money bets. So first off, Mitchell Robinson, I already told y'all we played his 12 rebounds at plus 650. I played Tyus Jones, 12 assists at plus 1,100. I think it's plus 1,000 now. That's fine. I play it to plus, I don't know, 900 for his 12 assists. Revenge game for Tyus, you know. First game going against his old team, so I'm sure you're gonna want to bring the vibes. And it should be a high scoring game, high paced game. Washington ain't playing no defense. So Tyus 12 assists plus 1,100 is where I got it at. I played the 900. Mitchell Robinson 12 rebounds plus 650. I played at the plus 500. Couldn't talk you off for part of those two for plus 9,000. But that won't be an official blunt money bet. But what is an official blunt money bet is Mitch and Tyus 10 and 10. So 10 assists for Tyus Jones and 10 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. That's a plus 1330. All right. Get that out on the timeline. So there's some blunt money bets for you. Got a few more coming. I parlayed every team that was going against these teams. Like, I think this is a rare spot on the schedule. We'll see this season, but I think this is a rare spot on the schedule where you're going to see so many teams playing on back-to-backs. I just think that it's the beginning of the season, so they're trying to like get the back-to-backs out of the way while it's early in the season and the guys are quote-unquote still fresh. You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case, give me Phoenix, Minnesota, Indy, Philly, Washington, and the Pelicans all on the money line. I just played them all on the money line. And it's like a plus 2,500. I'll run it back again. Phoenix, Minnesota, Indy, Philly, Washington, Pelicans. Basically, if you're going against a team that played yesterday, I took you to win on the money line in this party. All right, it's just like that. All right, and before I get to the rest of these blood money bets, I know the vibes, man. If you're watching this, do me a favor, like and retweet this on Twitter. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment on the video, share the video. I'll get to the rest of the comments for sure. Comment on the video, share the video. Please like this video, even if you're watching it later tonight, because I'm not going to do another show tonight. Anything else I will have on the timeline as far as plays. So yeah, like it later, like it now, comment now, and sub to the channel. I think we one away from 470, 1 or 2 away from 470. So yeah, big vibes, blunt money bet, sub to the channel. But yeah, so that's the money line lay. Now let's get into the USAR portion of the show. Now, before we get into the USAR portion of the show, let's get into the Jalen Duren, who is quickly becoming the first king of this channel. Covered his 2 blocks again last night. Blunt money bets did pretty good. Covered his 2 blocks again last night. He's had 2 blocks in every single game, and they gave it to us again today at 260. So guess who's going to keep hitting my boy? My boy was 300 game 1, 280 or 220 last night, 260 today. Guess who's going to keep playing Jalen Duren to get 2 blocks? Because I told y'all that's what he is. How's it feel to have Jalen Duren to lead the league in rebounds right now at plus 4,400? I'm just saying, dreamers. How's that feeling? Does it feel good? Feel good? I mean, it's only game 2. But it's got to feel a little good to have that just sitting in your pocket. Plus 4,400 with Jalen Duren to lead the league in rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Just get in the pocket. Not saying it's going to cash and nothing, but the dreamers should know, because I tell y'all when we do this futures, you make 2 tickets. So if you're going to put $5 on that, you should have 250 and 250. That way you can cash out and then keep the other one for the full thing. All right. But so let's get into the Jalen Duren portion of blunt money bets. Okay. Jalen Duren, 5 assists and 8 rebounds, plus 2,000. Are y'all watching my guys? Are you watching my young boys? Are you watching my young boys? Jalen Duren he's passing the shit out of the ball. Jaden Ivey coming in, doing backdoors. Jaden trying to hit him. Duren had 3 assists last night, I think. 2 or 3. He had at least 2. I seen 2 myself. I said, ooh. And the amount of assists, because you got to remember, Jalen Duren gets offensive rebounds. He don't always go back up with them shits. Sometimes he kicks them out. Shout out to my boy Sengun, was 3 assists short of that plus 5,000. Whew. Sengundo also quickly becoming the king of the channel, covering every fucking thing. But yeah, Jalen Duren, he kicks it out on offensive rebounds. The way they run the offense, he be getting it in the high post and he'll run a dribble handoff with young Cade. Oh, he'll even get the ball at the high post, and like I said, backdoor with Jaden Ivey. And the passes be decent. I'm like, oh, these aren't bad passes. System play. System play. Till we hit it. It's plus 2,000. Oh, yeah, unless they nerf this shit. So just strap on tight. Now, hopefully it just hits the first game. But just strap on tight and just know that we're going to play Jalen Duren 5 assists and 8 rebounds at plus 2,000 every single time. All season. I'm going to play Jalen Duren to get 5 assists to probably plus. From what I saw last night, it's going to be plus 1,250, but we'll see. I'm not going to go too crazy. We're going to see. We're going to see. But he can pass. Jalen Duren can pass the ball. Trust me. He can pass the ball. Seen it with my own eyes, okay? And the only reason why I had to do the bullshit 5 assists and 8 rebounds, because the way this shit be, the day he get 5 assists, he won't get 8 rebounds. I hate to speak negative into the atmosphere, but that's how that shit be. So only reason why I did it like that, because they not offering no assist line on him. That's the only way you can get the assist on him. But I was watching that first quarter. I said, oh, my God. Oh, boy, I see something. Then I watched the rest of the game. I said, oh, another one we might want to look at. Isaiah Stewart from the town, Rochester, New York. Isaiah Stewart, threes? Even his rebounds are kind of discounted. But the threes? 3 threes are like plus 3 something for Isaiah Stewart, who really is going to probably be the best three-point shooter in that lineup. Cade, yeah. But outside of Cade in their starting lineup, who else is shooting threes? Duren ain't shooting threes. You know what I'm saying? Killian Hayes ain't no fucking three-point shooter. Who started? If Burke started, then I think Burks did start. If Burke started, then that's different, because Burks, that's my guy. They might have started Burks, but I don't think they started Burke. No, they started Usar. So it's Cade, Killian, Usar, Isaiah, and Duren. Neither one of them guys are great shooters, by the way. Neither one of them guys are even good three-point shooters, by the way. But somebody's got to stretch the defense. And if you was watching the game, I watched Detroit basketball. Love them. If you was watching the game, you seen B. Stu went crazy in the fourth quarter. They got to leave somebody open. Once Cade start cading and Jalen Duren rolling like a madman to the basket, you better cut that fucking roll off, or it's going to be a lob on your head top. You got Burks in the corner who got 24 because you got to play off of Cade. So who you going to leave? Beef Stew open. And Beef Stew can hit the three. So just somewhere you might want to look. All right, we ain't on Beef Stew. Might be on them a little later today. Might find something, but there will be a spot where we play something like Beef Stew threes and oh boy assists, all the assists. There's spots. But yeah, so Duren 5 assists, 8 rebounds, plus 2,000. Next, this is a plus 1,100. I feel like it should maybe be a little more, but we're still gonna play it. All right, Jalen Duren, 10 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 assists. Usar, 7 rebounds, 1 block, and 3 assists. My young guys, my boys. Hopefully, I'm not doing too much putting them together, but it's only a plus 1,100. If you want to play them separately, you can. I don't want to play them separately. Duren, 10 rebounds. Obviously, he's got that every game. 1 block. He's got 2 every game. 2 assists. Pretty sure he got that every game, but I think he's going to get it this game. And they give him minus 105 on the DraftKings SGP for the 2 assists. So I just got to snag that. Usar, 7 rebounds. Usar going to have 7 rebounds in the first fucking quarter. Let's just be honest. I don't know how this dude be getting the ball, bro. The ball just finds some. It just finds him. He just be coming out of no, like he don't be stealing rebounds. That's why I love him. Other people be trying to like Isaiah Stewart sometimes. Shout out to the home team. But other people be stealing rebounds. Not him. Usar just be like, oh shit, rebound. Let me just jump up 40 inches and grab it. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't be trying to take during rebounds. So Usar, 7 rebounds, 1 block, 5 blocks game 1. 1 block in the first quarter, game 2. I felt like my son should have like 3 or 4 blocks yesterday, but I digress. So 1 block for Usar and 3 assists for Usar. Baby point guard. He runs that pick and roll with Cade. When it's not Usar, when it's not Cade running the high pick and roll, it's Usar. Just watch, okay? So we'll run that back one more time. Duren, 10 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 assists. Usar, 7 rebounds, 1 block, and 3 assists. Let's just call that the young boy system. Plus 1,100. Now, we'll get into the Usar portion of the program, okay? Usar double-double plus 450. Usar 12 rebounds plus 850. Usar 2 blocks, 245. And Duren 2 blocks plus 260. The plus 245 and plus 260s, those are just, 0.35 of a unit, okay? On the 2 blocks. They ain't even blunt money bets. 2 blocks for Durham, 0.35 for Duren 2 blocks at plus 260 and Usar 2 blocks at plus 245. But as far as blunt money bets, Usar double plus 450. He should have had 2 doubles already this year. I mean, game one, he had like 7 rebounds at halftime, barely played the second half. And last game, I don't know what the fuck he finished with, but it was more than 10. I just looked up. I'm like, God damn, Usar. And I'm like, don't take him from Duren. Looked up Duren at 15. I'm like, shit. I mean, it's enough rebounds to go around. So yeah, go ahead, man. Usar and Duren. That's what we on. That's why I decided to go crazy with. So far, it's Mitchell Robinson, Tyus Jones, Usar, and Duren. Those are my guys for the day so far. I told y'all I'm looking at a couple other things. Beef stew. Oh, another thing I want to talk about in my notes, and I'll get to the comments. Embiid. I think Embiid threes are going to be a thing this year. So Nick Nurse wants to play very fast, and they said something in the telecast that stuck out to me. They was like, yo, this has been 3 straight possessions where Embiid has not come up the floor. Because obviously it's Embiid, he get tired. He plays the entire first quarter, which sets him up to be tired toward the end of the first quarter. And when they going up in a fast break, sometimes he won't even come across the whole floor. So if he's not going to come across the whole floor all the time, yes, that's other people like Maxey, Kelly Oubre, all them other guys hitting. But what does that also mean? Embiid is going to trail for threes. If you was watching the Minnesota, let me stop saying if y'all was watching. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of sounds condescending. But if y'all saw the Milwaukee game, that motherfucker was just jogging up late and nobody picked him up and he figured to get the ball and just shooting. I think Embiid is going to shoot more threes this year just on the strength of that. They don't got to run nothing for him. It's just they're going to be running so much. And when they don't have nothing and they pull him out, they're going to see Embiid trailing for the 3. And he's going to pull up right from the top of the key and hit. So over 1.5 threes for Embiid at plus money looks good. But you know me, I'm just not a plus 125 guy. And this is bad. But I'm Mr. Blunt Money Bet. So it's cool. I'll play a minus 130 all day and take that value. And then I'll skip on a minus 125 and be like, fuck that. Give me the 300. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel with fucking Embiid. Like, just give me him to hit 3 threes. I don't know, couldn't talk you off for playing 2, but I think I want to do something with McCollum to hit. Maybe I'll do like CJ, Embiid, and Stewart to hit like 3 threes, some bullshit like that. I don't fucking know. But I'm just hoping DraftKings come through with the vibes. They already came through with a nice stepped up parlay vibe. Guess what game I'm going to use that on? Just take a wild guess. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be the Detroit game. I don't want to have too much of the same bets, but I just fucking love them baby Pistons. I fucking love them. And if you're new here, Alex Burks cashed us out multiple times last year. Duren multiple times last year. It was at a point where I was playing fucking I forget his name. I mean, we were playing literally the 11th and 12th man off the bench for Detroit. Like, I knew their rotation so good. I knew their players so good. We got Jaden Ivey first double-double. Played Jaden Ivey 5 threes a few times. Like, that's my fucking team. And I knew it as soon as K came back. And K got in foul trouble. K was busting ass yesterday. Don't think K was busting ass yesterday. He just got in foul trouble with some ticky-tack fouls. Bro. Crystal, if you haven't made a bag watching his vids, what are you doing for real? Yeah, I appreciate that, Crystal. I see, Crystal, I appreciate the dreamers with their own looks, and I appreciate y'all coming through because, I'm going to get us right. But I always encourage y'all to have your own looks, and that's why I try to give away game as far as what I look for, because a lot of this shit with me is really be watching the games, and then I try to look for trends and stuff. But that's why in this show I go into detail about most times why I picked it. You know what I'm saying? I go into detail so y'all can be like, oh, that's what Dream used to get this. Well, maybe I'll start looking at it like that, Jaren Jackson Jr. over 2.5 blocks on DK. Yeah, that's a steal. I ain't gonna hold you, Brian. That's a steal. I want to look at his 4 and his 5. That's a steal. I think he's coming off 5 last game. I feel like he had like 4 in his first game. Yeah, that's a steal. My boy Wojnarowski in here. Was looking at Usar too. Chicago giving up the most points per possession in transition so far. Ooh, Usar. Yeah. That's a lot of. Yeah, and that Cade assist maybe because Cade gonna have the ball. Oh, that could be Usar assist too. Or that also could be Jalen Duren, you know, a little outlet and then boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of things, but I'm ready. I want to see Detroit. Detroit need to play every day. I love Detroit and Charlotte. Those are like my favorite teams, you know what I'm saying, to bet on. Because, you know, it just is. Oceano the Great, man. What's the fucking vibes, man? I'm ready to watch a little college football. NBA be on before you know it. Might go to a Halloween party tonight. You know what I'm saying? That'll be that. We have some Sunday NBA for you. I mean, yeah, we have some Sunday NBA. And on Monday, we might have a big collab. I'm gonna hit the guy. I'm gonna hit my boy up and see what he want to do Monday. Big collab for y'all, man. This nigga been on fire too. I mean, my God. Detroit basketball, big facts. And it's so funny because it all aligns. So I was thinking about, I'll tell y'all a little quick story time with Dream. So I'm in my mid-30s and like I'm from the throwback Mitchell and Ness jersey era. All right. And you know, my favorite point guard coming up was Isaiah Thomas because my last name is Thomas. So I was a point guard and I wore number 11 because of him. So the first throwback I ever wanted to get was that blue Detroit Isaiah Thomas number 11 with the red letters. I was just like, oh man. So I never forget this back when eBay first like started popping, you know, back when, you know, you pick up the phone and you get kicked off. Maybe not quite then, probably a little after that, probably like 5 years after that time. Because I was out of high school by that time. But either way it goes, I was on eBay, ordered it. This shit was like 225, 250, 275, something like that. And I was like 17, 18, you know what I'm saying? It might have even been like, yeah, I was like 16, 17, 18. And you know, I had to give, you know, I had to get that's some money, you know, that's some bread back then. So I sent my money into eBay, man, and I'll never forget to this day. I got the package back. I was like, okay. It was like in a box. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Open the box up. I mean, I was so excited, man. I had already ordered some J's that go with it, some eights. I was ready. Pulled the goddamn thing out the box, and guess what the fuck it was? It was a white t-shirt that had the number 11 written on it in black permanent marker and the name Thomas on the top of the fucking, on the neck of the jersey, on the back of the jersey. No bullshit, man. I'll never forget that shit. I was so hurt, yo. You want to talk about a young Dream was hurt? I was hurt. I was like, how could this happen? When I say I tried to stalk that page and get in touch with them, like, I mean, my God, this had to be in like 2000, between 2002 and 2004. So it's like I couldn't try. I didn't know how to track them down. I couldn't do nothing. My money was gone, man. They fucked me over, man. They did me so dirty. So I guess I always had a little Detroit in me, man. To believe it or not, but yeah, that's dirty. But yeah, my boy said he can confirm Duran led the league in board. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, and Wemby blocks, and Wemby has not begun to bullshit yet because Wemby ain't even playing on minutes like that. And if y'all like yesterday, y'all saw how he got them 2 blocks like that. That's how he gonna get his shit. I think you gonna have games where you have like 6 or 7 because of that. You know what I'm saying? He blocked somebody dunk and then was out of bounds chilling and was like, oh shit, he got the ball back. Let me block this too. Like that was crazy. But yeah, Detroit basketball, you know the vibes, man. Thompson all over the Usar just be, and it ain't reckless. Now the turnovers do be a little reckless, but that's just on offense. And to me, from what I thought, he wasn't even the offensive twin. So I'm not expecting him. I want to see what a man do. Like, fuck that. Start his ass. I don't give a fuck. Sit Jalen Green. Hate to say it. Sit Jalen. I want to see the other twin in the fucking start lineup. He a monster, man. That other twin gonna be not. These 2 fucking twins, man. I knew it was something because I'm like, man, these niggas either gonna be flops or monsters. Cause what the fuck is this overtime elite? Who the fuck? Then I start seeing shit. I'm like, all right, they're athletic, but then I start seeing like they going behind, like they scrimmages and they passing to each other. But I'm like, okay, that one clearly is a fucking point guard. The one from Houston, I'm like, yo, that nigga's a point guard. Okay, and then the scouting coming into the draft was like, okay, one is like a point guard, point forward type shit, and the other one is just like an athletic, do it all type player. And goddamn it, if I ain't seeing exactly what they supposed to be, them boys and they look coachable too. That's the thing. But we'll see. That's the thing. Yeah, I love him too. If you from Detroit, you like, man, we struck fucking gold with that pick. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, y'all would have been good either way it goes, but Scoot wouldn't have been good at two. Because I was one of the guys rooting for Orlando. I wanted Orlando because I love the young teams. I wanted Orlando and Detroit to get the picks number 1 and 2. Ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Orlando and Detroit, Charlotte. I wanted all of them. Charlotte ended up getting the number 2 pick and got Brandon Miller. But that shit worked out that they got twins because Brandon Miller, he a scorer, and I think he would have fit good for Detroit because to me they do need like a stone cold scorer / shooter. But man, that damn twin, bro. Both of them twins, they're gonna be different. They gonna be different. They're gonna be multiple all-stars. They're gonna be all NBA players. They're gonna be all-around players, in my opinion. Yeah, man. Jay, they did me dirty, man. That shit sticks out to me to this day, man. They did your boy real dirty. I was so hurt when I opened that fucking box, man. Niggas scare me, man. They scare me. I hope I find out. I want to run. I just want to find out and run into that nigga one day, boy. You have to do me like that. I wasn't even no grown man, man. You ain't have to do. Grown Chris can take that. Grown me can take that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I couldn't take that as a kid. I was hurt. All right, so I'll wrap this up and we get up out of here, man. Let me see. Where we at? 51. That was NBA. All right, man. Wrap this thing up. College football bets down there. Oh yeah, go ahead. Download that Parlay Play app. If you haven't, if you don't, if you can't bet with Prize Picks, it's just like Prize Picks, but you get to bet the second half before the game start. I think that's good. So download that Parlay Play app. Use promotion code DREAM. Go on my Twitter page and sign up for Bet US. They giving out beautiful bonuses. I'm gonna start using that site, getting some blood money bets off that site. They got some shit on that site. It ain't, excuse me, it ain't the prettiest, but they got some like plus 89,000s and shit on there. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm gonna start looking into that a little more if I get some chance. If I get a chance. So, excuse me, just wanted to promote that real quick. Like the video, share the video. Sub to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One. Blood Money Bet. Sub to the channel and turn your notifications on. All my picks are down here, but I'll run through them again. Purdue +3, -134. Just take the money line if the line got out of hand, if you already missed that value. But I put all these in the timeline last night. K-State -17. Don't play the 17.5. Even though I think they win by 20. Just play the 17. Wisconsin +14.5 and under 46.5. 14.5. 14 is fine. 46 is fine. UCLA over 61. Just play the 61 because there's 61s out there. Caesars has a 61. So UCLA, Colorado over 61. NBA straight side locked in so far. Usar over 2.5 assists. CJ over 4.5 assists, and Mitchell Robinson over 7.5 rebounds. Be on the lookout a little later on the timeline. I will use every single NBA boost I ever get. So definitely look out for that. I got a DraftKings stepped up party boost, and hopefully we'll get a few more boosts. All right. Let's have a day. Let's hit some of these college bets. Give us some NBA money. I need my FanDuel account back because I want to be sweating some goddamn 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals from each team. I want to be sweating some of that shit, but we'll see what we can do. Good thing about it is DraftKings, NFL, we can get a lot of the FanDuel type shits on there. So like my touchdowns, each team to score a touchdown in each half, we can do that on DraftKings, and generally DraftKings has better odds. So we're gonna be on our shit tomorrow. All right, as always, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I know the fucking vibes, man. Let's get this cash. I gotta have it. So let's get it.